Hey everyone, it's Sami, Couch Investor here, back with another video for you today. And in today's video, we are going to... Exactly. In today's video, we're going to talk about Nintendo, the company, the stock, but more specifically, the company has been the talk of the town since the new Super Mario Brothers movie has come out. Some of you know I went to Japan at the end of 2022. And of course, I had to go to Universal Studios to the section of Super Mario. It was extremely busy, but man, oh man, was it beautiful. Now, when it comes to the movie, it's now the #1 game movie adaptation of all time. Already second week, also surpassed Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania, which was the biggest movie of 2023, but let's be honest, garbage movie, continues the trend for Disney and Marvel. But Super Mario Bros. Scoring crazy great $80 million in second weekend domestically, 300 million domestically so far, and 600 million globally. It would not surprise me if this movie reaches $1 billion. Now, I'm yet to see this movie, probably going on Sunday, so the day this video comes out, or maybe on Monday. But from what I've been hearing, my friends have gone and watched it. They all liked it. Of course, it's not as long as the usual movies, the movies that we're used to today, right? Over 2 hours. No, 1 hour, 30 minutes should be pretty enjoyable. Now, with regards to Nintendo, with regards to Japan in general, they are extremely slow movers. Of course, we've seen this with Toyota, for example, but I've talked with some Japanese people in Japan, those that are talking in English and are talking to foreigners, and it's true. They work long hours because they're not efficient at all. And when it comes to Nintendo, it's crazy how long it took them to participate in theme parks, to participate in Hollywood, even though Hollywood is a bit of a garbage industry lately, but making movies of their incredibly popular franchises. I mean, it took them a long time to create a Pokemon movie, even though there are Pokemon TV shows already for the last 20 plus years, animated ones. Super Mario Brothers. This is the first time they make a movie about it. Why did it take so long? Why isn't there a Zelda one? I'm sure they're going to do something with Animal Crossing because it's also an insanely popular game for them. Again, the IP for Nintendo, it's like saying that Disney, with all the things that they own, will not monetize any of it, or will take years and years to monetize it. I mean, can you imagine Disney not monetizing each and every inch of their IP? Of course not. Of course not. And this is something that Nintendo has lacked for years and years, and I'm extremely happy to see that finally things are moving into the right direction. Now, does that mean that we need 30 plus Nintendo based movies right now, like the Marvel ones? No. But here and there, a Super Mario movie, a Zelda one. Let's see what they can come up with later on. Maybe another Pokemon movie. Who knows? But it's nice to see that they are using their IP and finally monetizing it. Of course, opening up the Super Mario world in other parts of the world is also a move in the right direction. I don't know what the economics are there, but they're just getting a cut of the revenue that Universal Studios get. Because you don't have to pay extra to go into that segment, by the way. You pay for the ticket to get into Universal, and then you can just go. Of course, you have to take a ticket inside the park, but that's free to do. And then there is a certain time that you can enter that segment. So, we're going to talk about the overall business of Nintendo because it has been slowing down. In my opinion, there's one or two big reasons for that. So if you enjoy this type of videos, leave it a thumbs up, subscribe. If you have not, would really appreciate that. Of course, do share your thoughts down in the comments below. If you want to support me even further, do check out the link down in the description and in the pinned comment to get the top 10 best stocks to buy now, or go to fool.com/couchinvestor. And yes, that is a Mario hat. So this is the current state of Nintendo. Again, some of you always ask what platform is this? This is Koifin. I have a link down in the description. Get 10% off if you want. So, of course, during the pandemic, sales have gone up as more and more people were at home, bought Nintendo Switches, then bought software, so bought the games on the Switch, and so it got a huge boost. But then the problem was semiconductor shortages, right? If you watch my old videos, I say it over and over again. I barely managed to find a Nintendo Switch that was in stock. The same thing with PS5s, by the way. I still haven't bought one, even though I know they're in stock right now, but hey, at this point, I'll just wait for the next one. But sales are coming down because of semiconductor shortages. Or shall I say, because of the shortages, sales have come down. Now, overall, free cash flow still positive, return on equity still pretty good here, over 20%, gross profit margin 54.4%, and then PE to growth ratio in the next 12 months just under 3. And yes, forward PE of 17. Now, if we look at these numbers, right, from last quarter, we can clearly see here net sales, operating profit, ordinary profit, net profit, they're all down. Now, they give us some explanation when they break it down here. So you can see net sales down 1.9% year over year, dedicated video game platform, that's down 2%, and then mobile IP related income, etc., down 2.3%, playing cards, that's up 88.5%. I'm probably a big contributor to that. But they give us some explanation here. Maybe I'll have to zoom out a little bit so you can see it a bit better. So they say here sales from our dedicated video game business decreased by 2% year over year. This is in yen, by the way. You have to divide it by, I think, 125 to get the dollar amount. Overall sales were down for the period despite the depreciation of the yen, in part because shortages of semiconductors and other components impacted shipment during the first half, and because sales during the holiday season for both Nintendo Switch hardware and software were lower than the previous year. They continue by saying here royalty income was stable, but income from smart device content declined, with the result that overall sales in our mobile and IP related businesses declined by 2.3%. Now, if we scroll down and continue here, gross profit, of course, got hit as well. Now, if we scroll down even more, I want to go and look at the, right here, expenses R&D. You can see our research and development is up 13.6%. Now, I know I'm going to speculate here, but it's been a long time coming, right? It's been a long time coming until we finally have the announcement of the next generation of the Switch devices. Of course, we have the OLED version that came out, say recently, but that's about it. It wasn't really a big upgrade of the hardware, the system. I think we're due to having a Nintendo Switch 2.0 at this point with real hardware updates. Because remember, we had this announcement with Microsoft that Call of Duty will come to Nintendo Switch. Now, I don't know about you, but I don't think anyone would like to play Call of Duty on the graphics of the current Nintendo Switch. So I do think, and again, this is just me speculating, I do think that they are already working on the next generation Nintendo Switch, and that might make people not buy the current one. I think a lot of people are currently waiting for the new console. We've talked about this with Tesla, for example. Why are they not announcing the compact car right now? Osborne effect, right? You don't want people to not buy the current Model 3, Model Y, because there may be a Model 2 coming out in a year or two. Again, just me speculating, but I think looking at R&D here increasing, of course, there might be some other expenses there, and that's why you see an increase, but a 13.6% increase. Plus the announcement with Microsoft, Call of Duty, Activision. I think an announcement this year could happen. And this will certainly boost the stock, because I'm sure that the stock got hit because of it. Wall Street sees sales declining. Analysts are speculating, are still waiting. Where is that next console, right? Where's the next growth driver? Where is it? I think Wall Street is still waiting for that. And the moment we get the announcement or a leak or something, watch the stock react and go to the moon. Maybe not to the moon, but we'll see. Talking about to the moon, tomorrow, Monday, we'll have a live stream here, Starship flight test. If you want to go, you can join the waiting room. It's already on the channel. Now, going back to the point I made at the start of this video, Nintendo has a crazy popular IP. For example, the new Zelda game here, right? Tears of the Kingdom. This was a tweet on April 9th. So this exceeded 350 pre-orders at Com.G. So you can see this is compared to the other one, by the way, Breath of the Wind. This is the amount it sold in its first week at the retailer. And you can clearly see right now, much, much higher. Now, if you want to compare it, he gave us a comparison. Again, this red line here, Scarlet and Violet, the new Pokemon game. Clearly, again, Pokemon extremely, extremely popular. Super Mario, very popular. Zelda, very popular. Animal Crossing. I mean, this fan base is very, very loyal, and it is across all ages. Young ones, 20 to 30, 30 to 40 as well, because remember, people that are 30 to 40 used to play those games on the OG consoles, on the OG Game Boy as well. And so you have a broad customer base. And we have here Brett sharing another great little, let's say, indication of how well things are going. You can see here bestsellers in video games. Number 2, Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. Number 4, you have a Nintendo eShop gift card. Number 6, you have the Nintendo Switch OLED, but with the Zelda skin. Number 8, a Nintendo Switch skinned SanDisk memory chip. We have here number 9, number 10, also Nintendo related products. Or I think maybe these might be other products, but still, those are here on the front page, a lot of Nintendo related products. And so to conclude, or before we actually conclude, this is the graph right now. We might be having a cup and handle pattern in the making here. Of course, this would be a cup, and then we'll have to have a handle to see a more bullish pattern. But if you look at the MACD, it has turned bullish. Of course, in the last 2 weeks, we had green candles because of the success of the new movie. But this week, we got rejected at a 200-day moving average. Let's see how it will perform next week overall. I mean, for those that are selling at 10 or under, they probably need some cash because, to be honest, I don't really see any reason to sell at 10 or under right now. I think the future is bright for a company like Nintendo, finally figuring out how to monetize their extremely popular IP. Again, my prediction is we're going to get an announcement for the next generation Nintendo Switch. When that announcement gets made, expect the stock to react accordingly. So that will be it for this video. Of course, do share your thoughts down in the comments below. If you enjoy this type of videos, leave it a thumbs up, subscribe if you have not, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye bye.